Hello, all you lovely people of YouTube. This is Rip4, and welcome back to another episode of Rip's Talk Show. I, of course, am your host, Rip, and this week I am joined by Collin and a new guest on the show, Dalurian. Say hello, Dalurian.
Hello.
I hope you're all doing well tonight. I'm doing especially well myself. Today, on this week's episode, the background footage will be the MCC. I don't exactly know what game I'll be playing in the background, but it will be the MCC.
That is what is up.
So with that
My audio is included. It wasn't.
make sure that your audio is included as well, DeLorean.
It is.
Alrighty. Right now I'm just screwing around, looking through the MCC and seeing what I want to play. Hang on, wait a minute. Was that a spelling mistake? No, I'm just still dyslexic.
Minor
Felt that.
spelling error.
Yeah, I thought it said like filter, but without the I, and the I was there.
Is it okay if my warlock has 8 mobility?
No, you should definitely get that up. So, things that happened this week. Destiny finally, and I mean finally, updated. Well, of course it updated, but yesterday was when the update dropped. It is the Into the Light update. It is a game. It has a game mode known as Onslaught, which best way I can explain it to you, my viewers, would be Gears of War 3 Horde, because that's like literally the best example I could give to that.
It
That's
is
basically what it is.
essentially a wave-based mode
Mm-hmm.
with
And
boss waves.
There's two versions of it. There's one that's 10 waves, and then there's one that I
Yes.
quite prefer, which is 50 waves. More like that
Once
traditional
you-
Horde.
Yeah. Once you reach the 30-wave mark, the enemies will get harder. It also gets to a point where you can't just respawn as much as...
Mhm.
I mean, you can respawn as much as you want, but if everyone dies, then
And that's
it's
it.
bad.
Yep.
Yep.
Point is, some good stuff. Yeah, it was a good game mode.
I highly recommend bringing in some sort of builds that can stun unstoppables and various champion stuff, as well as the barrier, something that can kill the barriers.
anti-barrier. That's always good to have.
I also highly recommend some sort of build that will allow you to heal, or at least be invisible if you're a hunter.
Mhm.
So you can avoid as much damage, and definitely bring DPS.
Oh, you'll
you-
definitely want DPS in this game mode. It is hard.
Don't rely on your
hitting.
teammates to carry you.
Oh, most definitely not. Unless you're playing with your friends, then I'm sure that your friends got you.
Man, the warlock jumps really suck.
Not unless you know how to use them. If you know how to use a warlock jump, it's
Yes.
the best jump.
False. Titan.
Yes. I wanna jump, but only just hover and
You don't know how to use it then, because I can go so far.
which jump do you use?
I think balanced.
I'll try that.
I could be wrong though. I'd be
This
willing
one
to
goes-
check.
Very, very slow.
Well, yeah, no, it's going to be a bit slow, but if you can really
Slow.
catapult yourself.
I think even the Titans have better jumps than this.
I will say, they finally added a feature I have been waiting to be added to the game since,
Is he gritting on me?
and that, oh yeah, they did add the gritty, during, Guardian games.
He's grittying on me.
Completely forgot they added the gritty.
Just got gritted on by a fellow hunter, but I'm a warlock
Um,
right now.
but yeah, no, they finally added the recustomization of your guardians, and if you don't know what that means
God,
if you have a guardian and you've been wanting to change that guardian, but you really don't want to lose out on your veteran dialogue, well, no longer do you have to worry about considering deleting one of your other characters or never being able to take the helmet off, because you can now change your guardian. The only thing you cannot change about your guardian's face is your race. So you can't change, if you're a human, you can't change to an exo or awoken. If you're an exo, you can't change to an human or awoken. And if you're awoken, you can't change to human or exo. But you can change literally everything else. And it draws me when I say I took advantage of this wholeheartedly. As some of you may know, if you're common viewers of mine and have seen my Destiny content, I have 2 warlocks. That is no longer the case. I finally made a Titan. The reason I have 2 warlocks, one is my veteran warlock, and it did not look great because I designed the warlock in middle school. And the second warlock was to be more suited to actually look how I wanted and to better suit me. Well, now my OG warlock looks exactly how my second warlock looked, and my second warlock doesn't exist because there's a Titan now.
Riddle me this. Why did they salute wrong?
What?
Like, the salute emote is wrong. It angers me. Their
That's a good
heels,
question.
they're not touching. Supposed to be at a 45-degree angle. Why is their left hand not on their side? Like, not fully on their side in a fist. It's in a knife hand. Why? The actual salute itself is good.
That's a good question.
But no knife hand, no heels together. I don't get it.
Rip,
No.
my buddy.
Yes.
If you are at all interested, I can help you get the build I'm using for my Titan, which has allowed me to out DPS almost everyone I've met and Onslaught, especially the hunters. Basically, it uses 2 really important things: Lorelei Splendor and the Tommy's Matchbook.
I still
coupled
need
with
to
some
get
other
the
things.
I still need to get the what do you call it? The catalyst for Tommy's matchbook.
I don't think I
I
read it.
highly recommend it. I'd
I
say
just
the
gotta get
best
some
way
guardian
to
kills.
do that is the Shirochi checkpoint.
Oh, right now I'm on the part where I need to kill guardians with assault rifles.
Oh, damn. Sorry to hear that.
Oh, you're fine. I don't quite like playing Crucible myself. I will say though, for some reason, comp is more casual than casual, and Iron Banner is more casual than that and than comp. And you know what's more casual than Iron Banner? Trials. Make that make sense. I wish it did make sense because truly it does not.
I am that makes sense.
I'm being messaged.
I've finished my coffee.
Another thing that dropped, which I have been informed of this morning actually, and I want to know if any of you knew this. Apparently, the trailer for the second Joker movie dropped. Now, personally, I had never watched the first one, but I know there will be people who are interested in this movie. I want to know if either of you are those kind of people who would be interested.
Never seen the first, and I haven't seen the trailer for the second.
All I know is that Lady Gaga is in it, and apparently she's going to be Harley Quinn.
That's cursed.
She better put on her best poker face.
Haha, I get it. Haha, I get that joke.
Yes.
Um,
I'm quite the
And an
whimsical
old
person.
friend, DeLorean.
What?
So later this week, this is mainly if I get it done. If I don't, then sorry for lying to you viewers, but I'm going to be trying to workshop a thumbnail for the full playthrough of the game Inside that I did. I did a full playthrough of it, all, and the video turned into like 3 hours long. Because, like I said, I played the whole game in the video. And I get that, like, that might not be people's style, you know, a whole, like, a 3 hour long video. Jesus, you know, who would sit down and watch that? Well, I'd tell you, if one of my favorite YouTubers dropped a video like that, I'd watch it. For example, one did, Elastic Droid. He dropped a video of a video game where you play a radio jockey. It's a horror game, I believe. I still have to watch
the VR one?
No.
Oh, shoot. I thought there was a VR one like that.
There might be a VR one like that, but he was not playing VR.
Chat, is this real?
Is that the one you could get people killed? Like you're just in the studio?
Yeah.
Like you play different things like a detective?
Yes, actually. That's the game he was playing.
Where I've seen...
It might be.
I might have
a
actually
VR
seen
version.
that. I might have seen that a while ago. I'm just tripping.
Well,
I will say another game he just uploaded of a long play of is Papers, Please.
Cracker, please.
Russian.
And that's definitely a video I'll be watching.
I swear, one of these days, like by the time I hit 20, 25, I mean, my voice is gonna sound like fucking Sam Elliott, and it's gonna be great.
Wait, how old are you?
19.
Oh my god. Did you turn 19 this year?
No, last
Oh,
year.
okay.
I'll be 20 this year.
Okay, so you're 2 years younger than me. Got it.
Yes. November 20th is my day of...
So I'll technically be 3 years older than you for 2 weeks.
That is
I'm 20 right now.
I am currently 21.
the fitness grant.
And I turned 22 on November 9th.
I did the fitness gram pacer test in boot camp after, right after I got the peanut butter shot.
The
Like
peanut
the,
butter shot?
Yeah, it's a really thick, big shot they put in your butt cheek. It really hurts. The dude next to me, because they make you all bend over and pull your pants down over like a stretcher next to other people and across from people, and the dude next to me was about to faint, so they took him off. They took him away. I've never seen him again.
That is...
Some people aren't good with needles. What can I say?
That's vile.
He didn't want his buttocks to be touched by needles, I guess.
I get it. I get exactly why you say that's vile. Because it kind of is. That is absolutely.
It hurt
vile.
so bad. I ran holding my butt cheek. Not to mention I was sick all of boot camp.
Bored to shit, forced to lock in.
Forced to wipe.
Now I have a question for you, Colin,
Huh?
and also for you, DeLorean. Any games you're excited for coming out?
I
Or
don't
any
even know
games-
again.
Or any games you're hoping to be announced?
Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl is coming out this year, and it's going to have a co-op feature, which is the first time we'll be seeing that in a Stalker game, which I'm very excited about. Plus,
What exactly are the Stalker
modernized-
games like?
So, it's basically, it takes place, of course, in Chernobyl, Ukraine,
Yeah.
and in that world, a second explosion went off, and that caused these things called anomalies that birthed these artifacts, little rock-esque or things that you can collect that will give you specific powers, or at least aid you in some format, i.e., like decreasing the amount of radiation you take, um, so you can be in a really irradiated area and be fine, increasing your bullet resistance and other things like that. And the people called stalkers, which itself is an acronym. I don't know it by heart, but I will look it up. Stalker meaning scavengers, trespassers, adventurers, loners, killers, explorers, and robbers.
Okay.
Within Stalker, there are various factions, all aimed at different things. Monolith, who worship the anomalies as if they are some sort of god or deity. Um, Duty, who are a kind of military-esque presence that want to keep the anomalies out of civilian hands because they can cause damage and harm. There's full-on military, so like like Ukraine military, and whatnot. The point of the stalkers is they go in and a lot of them want to grab the artifacts and make profit off of them. And it is set somewhere around the 2000s.
Like early 2000s?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are also radiation monsters. Although a lot of these were grown in a lab and lab made. And it is a very good game. It's very difficult, but highly rated. And two of the most popular mods is Stalker Gamma and Anomaly, both of which heavily overhaul Stalker Call of Pripyat, which is the latest, into something very different. If I'm correct, they make the games more open world and combine aspects from the previous games as well as other things.
All I'm letting you know is you're selling me on this. Like, I definitely want to try this out.
If you're a fan of Tarkov,
in
you
Russian
will
space?
most likely be interested in Stalker,
Okay.
as it has a similar premise, although if you can mod your game, I would recommend finding a mod that will fix the accuracy. Because accuracy with the guns is definitely a big problem. Because at longer ranges, it can be harder to hit people. Because the bullet spread is very big.
Is this game available on the Xbox?
Yes, actually, it was recently shadow dropped by GSC Game World, a Ukrainian company.
That's pretty cool.
Yes, they were originally a PC-only game, but without word nor warning, they were just randomly dropped. I have which bought the games and played. I played quite a bit of the first game, Shadow of Chernobyl. So that would be the first. Clear Sky is the second, and Call of Pripyat is the third. Now you can either buy each game for $20 or all three for $40, which is in a pack, and I recommend getting the pack.
You know, that sounds like the best idea. So that way you can play all of them and get the best experience.
One thing that really surprised me was that there's a leaning feature within the game, so
What,
you
like
could hide
Rainbow
behind.
Six?
Yes. And there are various firearms used. There's not a big selection. So there's NATO weapons, and then there's like weapons used by like Russia or Ukraine. So like the AK platforms. There's also exosuits, which exosuits being the best armor you can get with the most protection. You can combine up to 5 artifacts on your belt.
Oh.
There's also different bullet types. So there's, like, say for the pistol, there's the normal, like what would be an FMJ. There's also a hollow point. You, with some guns allow attachments, so you could put on a PSU sight or PO1, excuse me. I think I'm getting that mixed up, but you can put a sight on your AK, an underbarrel grenade launcher. And vodka is your best friend, as it will really help with getting rid of radiation.
Nice.
But of course, it will make you drunk.
Oh, I would imagine so. Can't be drinking vodka
Luckily,
without it.
Yeah. Luckily, food, vodka, and
Consider
normal med kits, as you get to like sort of mid game, are very plentiful.
Alright.
I know, and there's this one area that has an entire crate full of them, so you could get like around 20 to 30 bottles of vodka. There's actually a video on how to get a really good weapon early on, which is the Thunder 545, which is basically a Groza, a bullpup AK. And the way you do this is you'll follow this specific video, he'll tell you where to get specific items and whatnot, and you'll sell them. And then you'll do what's referred to as save scumming. So you'll save before the first vendor, and you'll continuously reload the save until you see the weapon.
And then it's like to get what you want.
Yes. I highly recommend save scumming. I've also heard that playing Stalker on the hardest difficulty is what is recommended. I played it on normal and it wasn't too bad.
So it's recommended to play on the hardest difficulty?
Yes, as that's how the game was meant to be played.
How hard would you say the hardest difficulty is?
I wouldn't know. I haven't tried it yet. I generally like to play games on the normal difficulty, so like what would be called like normal, so like above easy but below hard, so I can get used to the mechanics.
That's smart.
But on hard, enemies will take more damage, but so will you.
I like it when games do
one cool
that.
thing.
Because they don't
Generally,
make-
a headshot is the deadliest, so kind of like how in Rainbow a headshot's a one hit.
Yeah.
With most weapons, that can happen. Oh, and if for somehow you manage to get a grenade under a dude fully kitted out in an exosuit, like he's directly standing on it, it will just one-shot him. There's
Nice.
this little place in the duty base, which is an arena in Shadow Chernobyl, the first game, and the final boss fight pits you up against a dude with an F2000.
Oh, what kind of gun is that?
It's like this, have you played Rainbow Six Siege at all?
Yes.
Do you know the hero or the operator, Zero?
I believe so.
One of his weapons is the F2000. It is a bullpup using a Stanag mag.
Okay. I'm imagining.
FN F2000. Yeah,
When I
it
would
uses
play
5.56.
Zero, I mean not Zero. When I would play Rainbow Six Siege, I was always I would always play Sledge or the one when on attack. I'd either play Sledge or the one lady who can like send out a hologram of herself.
Yeah.
You know,
They released a Master Chief skin for Sledge, and if you buy that Master Chief skin, you get a Sledge emblem for Halo Infinite.
actually, they gave that Sledge emblem for free for anyone who hopped on in a month.
Oh.
Yeah.
They
So I
also
have that
gave
emblem.
Frost. They gave Frost a Kelly skin.
Yeah, no, I
Although
noticed
it's
there was a Halo 5.
and
I thought they would do the render that they made of Halo Infinite, Kelly, but I see that they chose the Halo 5 Kelly, which is strange, but I understand why, because that's a lot easier than making a whole new design.
I agree.
Because there's not like a physical render of the Halo Infinite Kelly. But I mean, like, there's like a digital one, like, a picture. I wonder if they'll do any other characters. You want to know what would be a good one? And I don't know who they'd put it on. But I would love to see Sergeant Johnson.
Ooh. I think Capitao would fit that better. Considering...
if they make that skin, they have to give him the mustache and the cigar.
Yeah. I'm currently on Destiny 2 now, if anyone wants to hop in with me.
I would, but if I were to swap games, it would buffer the stream, aka video, so I would rather not do that for my listeners.
Damn.
After the podcast is over, I will be joining you, though.
Sick.
To the earlier topic we were talking about, as in like the question, anything you're excited for coming out or you're hoping to get announced, something I'm hoping to get announced, and my viewers will not be shocked by this answer, the next Gears of War game. We know they've been working on it since 2020. We know that they are developing it in Unreal Engine 5. And we know that they're currently developing 3 different video games. One of them, obviously, being Gears of War 6. And another one that many in the community, I included, believe to be Gears of War's version of the Master Chief Collection. Where it's all of the 360 Gears of War games. That being Gears of War 1, 2, 3, and Judgment. And I think that would be the perfect thing to come out, especially since you have a show and movie on the way. I don't know if you heard about that.
I did not.
Yeah, no, they're making a animated show and a live-action movie.
If it's Netflix, I don't think it's going to go well.
Probably not.
Animated stuff goes well, usually. With Netflix. Like, look at the Cyberpunk show.
That's true. It wasn't made by Netflix, though. It was just from there.
I know the director of the Gears of War movie is the guy who directed the first Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that was good. Hopefully.
And the person directing it also seems very interested in the first 3 Gears of War games. Specifically, the third one.
Man, do you like Batista as Marcus?
There's been a fan casting, including by the actor himself, of Dave Bautista playing Marcus Phoenix. Did you know about that?
Yeah.
Well, I know you knew about it, Colin. You
I
literally
should...
just brought it up. Oh my god. But there is instead of games, the same question should be asked about shows/movies. Any shows or movies you're excited about?
Shows or movies?
The Warhammer 40K show.
The Fallout.
Oh yeah, being directed by
tomorrow.
Henry Cavill.
Yes. He is being given full control over how it's being made by Amazon.
Yeah, no, and he is a huge nerd about 40K, so yes. I trust him.
I agree.
There's a show that's ending. The final season of it comes out on May 7th. And the show has the title of the longest-running web series. This will be its 19th season, and as I just said, the final season. My viewers know what I'm talking about, but DeLorean, I am talking about the show Red vs. Blue.
Oh yes, I heard about the final season.
It is being written by the main writer of the first 8 seasons and co-writer of the second, or the seasons 9 and 8, and a writer of a few of the episodes of the Chorus trilogy. Bernie Burns, also known as the voice of Church. And it's being directed by Matt Hullum, who is the voice of Sarge, also the director of the Blood Gulch Chronicles. So I have high hopes that this will be good. Of course, a lot of RVB that's come out in the past few years hasn't been the best. But with Bernie at the helm of this final season, I think we are expecting to see a good season. I'm not going to outright say that it's going to be one of the best seasons because we don't know yet, you know? But, you know, with stuff like that, it's fantastic. You know, it has the potential to be great. Now, there are a little bit of stuff I'm iffy about. For example, with Caboose's design and voice. Now, I've said this multiple times, but, like, Caboose's voice I'm not as upset about. I'm upset about RT's casting, but not, like, at the voice actor. The voice actor did his best, you know?
Yeah.
But what I was mainly upset about was their choosing of the Mark V Zeta instead of the Reach Mark V that was in the game the entire time. And the fact that cross-core helmets was a thing the entire time. I just don't think the Mark V Zeta fits Caboose.
I agree
like
with
it.
that.
I like it. I like the Zeta.
What do you think, Caboose? That's not an answer. I mean, hey, at least he answered. But, you know, I'm excited for it. Doctor Who, the newest season, will be coming out later this year. With the 15th Doctor, which I will not be saying his name because I don't know how to pronounce it. So I'm not even going to attempt because like I'm going to butcher and I'm going to feel bad. His debut episode, which was a Christmas special, was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was weird that it turned into a musical, but like, you know, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't bad. Did you watch the all the specials? What did you what was your favorite special out of the 4? I think honestly mine was the wild blue yonder. Oh, that was a good one. But like I said, my favorite was the second special where it was, yeah, as the Toy Master, and then at the end you had 2 doctors. We've never seen that, a bi-regeneration where the Doctor splits by mitosis. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, the 15th Doctor got the socks, shoes, underwear, overshirt, and tie. And the 14th Doctor kept the pants, the undershirt, and the vest. Honestly, the 14th Doctor had a great fit, I gotta say. Very reminiscent of previous Doctor fits. It was nice seeing Donna again. But, you know, when they bring back companions, the first worry is, are they going to kill them? And that's like a legitimate worry, you know? Because you never know what's going to happen in Doctor Who. Since it was a special. Yeah, that's fair. But I mean, like I said, I think my favorite was the Wild Blue Yonder, because like the entities, I don't know what you call them. I just love the my arms are too long. See, usually when I fix the arms, it's with the jaw. I like the body horror. No, I loved it. And the doctor, both of them trying to figure out who was like the fake. And I love the where's your tie? Oh, that's right. When things go on the ground, they're supposed to stay. Yeah. No, I loved it. Genuinely, it was great. I forgot I play... So, for video listeners, or, visual listeners, this means a lot to you, or like this means nothing to you, but the audio listeners, I'll tell you. So, currently the background footage is me driving around in Halo 2 Anniversary, Blood Gulch. And something I forgot was the fact that in Halo 2 Anniversary, I'm currently playing as an elite because I'm trying to get the achievement where you win 10 matches of Halo 2 Anniversary as an elite. Because, I like to achievement hunt. Anyway, back to the Doctor Who talk. I'm those specials were great. It was nice seeing Wilford one last time. It's sad that was the last thing he filmed and then, sadly passed away. But it was nice seeing him again. And what was strange to me was the fact that like everybody was going crazy in the last special, right? Or the third special. But like Donna wasn't affected. I know why the Doctor wasn't affected. That's just a given. But Donna wasn't. You know? Well, all new Doctor Who stuff coming out will be on Disney Plus. So, apparently, we're going into a new Doctor Who era. And what I mean by that is, so there's the classic Who, and then there was New Who, which was Ninth Doctor, right? Sorry, with the Ninth Doctor. Well, that ended with the specials. We're going... The next season 1 will be with the 15th Doctor. Which, I don't know how to feel about. I would have preferred if we continued with, like, the same series, but, like, it's still Doctor Who. And it's still following the same story. The new stuff looks great. What was her name? Millie? Or Ruby? I think Millie is her actor's name. Yeah, it is. Millie Gibson. Ruby Rose. I really like her character, but I am ashamed because after filming the first her that season, she already, I think, has left the show, which means she either decides to leave the Doctor or, much worse, she dies. Which sucks because she seems really interesting as a character, and I can't wait to see more of their dynamic of her and the Doctor. Because, the Doctor's great, a fantastic character, but the companions are always also interesting. So, like, I'm excited to see what we see with this one. And I still have to watch the final 13th Doctor episode because it's finally appeared on Max. And so I can watch it now. And I still have yet to do it. And it's been there. And I've known it's been there for a month. It's fine. The 12th Doctor had some really good episodes. I think one of the best Doctor Who episodes, and it was actually voted as the best Doctor Who episode of the entire franchise, was Heaven Sent. You know, the one where he was teleported into that facility and he's being chased by that really slow-moving monster. And he has to confess to it in order for it to stop moving. That was a fantastic episode. And I love the soundtrack for it as well. Peter Capaldi killed it as the Doctor. You know what I notice with every Doctor? Every Doctor is like, when a new Doctor comes on the show, everyone's like, "Oh, I hate this Doctor. Bring me back the old one," right? I don't think anyone said that when the 14th Doctor came on screen. Now, I know for a fact that somewhere out there that there are people who have the 13th Doctor as their favorite Doctor, and I don't blame them. She seemed cool. It's just, I feel like her episodes were not written well. You wanna know what I know? I don't know if you'll allow me, but you have a relation to the 13th Doctor, in a way. At least the actress. Now, I'm not going to say how. I'm going to let you say that if you want to. But yeah. I think that's rather interesting. Hey, man. Dalurian and I earlier were just sending each other Instagram reels, and there was this one I saw that where I sent Collin like a while ago that I sent Dalurian today. That was the caption was just breaking news: Jack Black will reportedly be singing in the Minecraft movie, and literally you just hear, "I am placing blocks and shit 'cause I'm in fucking Minecraft." And that's the Instagram reel. And I thought it was, like, absolutely funny. There are some other funny ones, but, like, I won't get into that because I'm not going to be talking about Instagram reels that I watched. Okay, I'm going to mention one more. There was this one where it was like Mordecai and Rigby had like a mouthful of cookies, and he was reaching out to another cookie that was on a plate, and Mordecai slaps his hand and he goes, "Yo, man, like, don't eat those cookies, man. They make you want to pound a dude." And like, it focuses on Mordecai's face, and then he just becomes a realistic blue jay. He's like, "Don't eat those cookies, man. They make me want to pound a dude." It was absolutely funny. Also, I didn't realize because until it popped up into my YouTube recommendation. The Walking Dead's still going, and Rick is back. I don't watch Walking Dead, but I know at some point Rick disappeared. So he's in it's a new show following Rick, and he's got an Assassin's Creed hidden blade. Is that what you just said? Well, I knew about the Daryl show. Yeah, no, he was in France for some reason. I heard the Oh yeah, you met the actor for Carl. You want to talk about that? Oh, okay, you just met him. Uh, all right. Um. Also, a trailer dropped for a new Star Wars show. It's animated. It is called Tales of the Empire. Half of it seems as though half of it will be following Morgoth from Ahsoka, and the other half will be following Barriss Offee, and she's being trained by the Grand Inquisitor. That's the storyline I want to follow. I don't really care for Morgoth from Ahsoka. Like, she did not seem that all too interesting to me, but like Barriss Offee, that's interesting. I think so. She was that yeah, she was the Night Sister from you know, Ahsoka. That was trying to find Thrawn. Also, we got a Clone Wars edition of Thrawn, like a young Thrawn in the trailer. We also got like some clone troopers with like black armor, and like I think like Barriss Offee said something, and then I forget why, but one of the clone troopers just go, "Be thankful you're not a Jedi anymore." Oh yeah, I think didn't that come out today? That's tomorrow. All right. Well, technically, when this is uploaded, will be today because this uploads tomorrow. So when you're listening to this, go watch the Fallout TV show. I was actually ending it right now. So, thank you all so much for listening to this episode. If you liked what you heard, let us know in the comment section below. I'm always willing to hear your feedback. I was joined by Collin and Dalurian. And with that being said, I will see you next week. Goodbye, everyone.